We got aliens, nigga.
Oh, about your new nigga. Oh.
This is CWTFB.
I'm sorry, I'm excited.
I can tell. This is CWTFB Radio. I am your host, Charlie Machine, alongside a special guest in the building, man. We got Bebop, bitch, in the building. I've never
bad. You said bitch though? Did you say? I said.
I've never been able to call a woman a bitch to her face and not get slapped. You know what I'm saying? Bebop, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I said that.
Yes, you did say that.
Excited for this. But let me say this. It's the first time y'all got a Puerto Rican in the show.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, what?
I really don't trust Puerto Ricans. Hide your jewelry.
Because don't let the blonde fool you. I am not white. Some people won't say Charlie Machine had a white girl in the show. He's all pro-black. I'm just saying. I'm Puerto Rican. You got some spice up in this.
Nobody thought you was.
I'm just saying, a lot of people might confuse me for a white girl.
I like
you
that.
think so?
I like where you're going.
He's the blonde.
I like
until I start talking and you get the little accent.
But then you start talking like you from like Southie and shit.
Like I could talk like I'm from fucking Southie. I'm from D Street Projects. I'm fucking Teresa.
Right. But Bebop, thank you for being here.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
And we alongside my far right here, man. Catch no motherfucking sense,
you know,
man.
You know what it is, man. You know.
Pray for the parlay, Mr.
Pray for the parlay and pray for all players. Pray for all parlays and players. All players for those that really need it, not those doing an assignment. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
proceed.
Elaborate.
Thank you.
I would love for you to elaborate on
what
that.
You mean?
We're going to get into that.
No, don't make me elaborate on that.
We are CWTFB Radio, man. That's Choose What the Future Brings. Black culture through music,
y'all.
man. We in the Garage Media Center at the Sound Lab Recording Studio, man. Make some noise.
God
Sound Lab. Come on, man.
Yes, sir. The whole team here.
184, right? Shout out to Nicole. She in the building, man.
Nick Fury in the building.
Nick Fury. Shout out my man Khan. He in here somewhere. So he's right there, man. Shout out my man Khan, man. Don't matter what team you on, you need a nigga like Khan. Get it on. My man QQ in the building, man. Oh, my man MC iFlow in the building.
iFlow in the building.
You know what I'm saying? We got Benita Applebaum. You got to put me on. She in the building. She over there stuffing her face and shit like that.
Fried chicken.
Shout out to all the creatives in the building,
God
man.
Damn it.
You know the guys upstairs, man.
Love
you got
always.
J Rose. You got Tone. You got
Devo.
Goddamn, I'm drawing blanks, man. But
how
you know what
dare
the fuck
you.
time it is, man. It's the Garage, the Sound Lab, where creators create. Like my man Cash always like to say, man.
That's my shit.
Shout out.
He like to take my good shit.
Yeah, I mean the good shit that you come up with every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But Beba, what's up?
Ain't nothing much. Just living the dream.
What's the dream? What the dream look like?
Listen, right now I'm surviving. I'm surviving. Okay. So
Them little slushies are good right there.
Nah, you know we got the
bitch.
Bebop bitch.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Don't let it,
I mean, don't think I was just calling her a bitch for no reason, my nigga. Like this is the name of her shit.
Yeah.
The
That
Bebop bitch. This
Get
shit's
you
just
fucked
fire.
up, twisted, and confused. People be like, "Yo, is this strong?" Read the fucking label. I'm giving you a fucking warning.
So is bitch and Bebop bitch an acronym?
No, not really. I just Beba bitch.
Okay.
Like it's Beba bitch. Don't ask about me. The fuck, like.
But why Bebop bitch?
You know, it's funny. It was. I've always been called Beba since I was young, little.
Yeah.
And one time we was just fucking around and said, "Yo, it's Beba, bitch," and I'm like, "Ask about me," like you know what I mean. So it just became
The arms
this
started
little
going
game.
crazy.
It's like Weezy F.
You know?
Like when the
said
F.
the baby.
When he added the F. I
feel
get
like
it.
a lot of people
get it.
know me, but act like they don't know me. So it's like, ask about me. You know what I mean? So it's Beba, bitch. The fuck.
All right, so for the people who don't know you on this platform, let us know who you are, what you do, what you represent.
Shit. I am Beba, bitch.
Hey.
I am actually a content creator for Inside the Maze. Shout out to Inside the
Shout out
Maze.
to Inside the Maze.
Vibes, okay. I'm Brooklyn, New York, called Foul Talk Brooklyn. I do a weather report. Shout out to Foul Talk Brooklyn, by the way. A weather report weekly. It's been a little down because I've just been going through shit. I've been healing.
Global warming crazy too, though.
Yes.
It is crazy.
Yes,
I actually put up my first weather report in like 2 months the other day because of and promoting my drink. And I just like to, I create whatever, talk shit.
Yeah.
I had a show called Beba's Bar Talk.
Yes, I remember that. That was great.
Yes. And I remember we collaborated.
Yes.
Shout out to Steve.
Shout out my man Steve, man.
Captain America.
We was doing the Purple Heart Poetry.
Yep. So
I mean,
You know what you got to do to get a. You know what you got to do to get a Purple Heart.
Poetry, my nigga.
You got to like borderline die to get a Purple Heart. Shit, crazy.
No, but it was. That's where we started. And just me. I'm a mother, bitch. I'm a mother. I'm a mother first.
You got 2 baby girls.
Fucking kids.
Nah, well, they babies to you.
Yeah, they're always gonna be my babies. It's funny because my 16-year-old is on the she's a preteen police academy in the teen police academy.
You got a young snitch.
Very disappointing.
My almost 20-year-old going to court the other day because she was out for trespassing. So I'm like, life is about balance.
She's like, you snitch.
Like, don't look at me, you bitch.
The thing
you
is,
criminal.
My life is about balance. So,
she's like, I'd be literally sleeping with the devil.
That's awesome.
But before anything, I'm a mom first.
Yes,
so,
yes. Yeah. And I love that. Man. Bebop, like, your personality, like, is really bubbly. It's really inviting.
Thank you.
And I actually think you're funny. And look, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this might sound crazy.
I find 7% of women funny.
All women. Well, there it goes, right? So
I find you funny, babe.
I don't think
you're funny. I laugh at all them jokes.
Are funny when it comes
all
to
them jokes. They're funny as hell.
Shit like that. You know what I mean?
Real
Maybe it's because
funny.
I understand your comedy.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Not a lot of people understand it or might look at me as like, what the fuck is she? She's too raunchy or she's too this. I just talk about things that people are afraid to say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I'm very open. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm transparent in a way because I am not afraid to admit, yes, I did this, yes, I did. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are, like I said, some people fuck with me, some people don't. It is what it is, But I try not to fake it till I make it,
There's a lot of that going
like
around.
Bruh.
For those that don't fuck with me, all them thumb thuggers, I hope your lithium battery in your iPhone blows up and you lose your fingers in a freak accident on dead dogs.
You wanted them to live.
The lithium ion.
No, they could live. They could live, but lose their thumbs. I want them to lose their thumbs while they're up at night sending me that DM. Like,
pause.
Right. Like, no bullshit. These niggas is DMing me late at night, like, threatening messages, but I hope your fingers blow off.
Oh, yeah. My thing is that's like people really have to.
Now you got these joints. Trying to text like this.
You really got thumbs.
But it takes so much energy to like literally go and post and talk shit about a person. Like I see certain things and I just stay shut because I can't be that person like you suck, you're a dude, like I can't. But there's people that actually will sit there.
That's they
and
shit.
Have nothing better else to do
than
to waste their energy on that.
Well, look, I'm all about getting my shit off, right? You know what I mean? If I have a thought that I need to get off, I'm gonna get it off, right? It's like, all right, well, this is how I feel about said situation. Mm-hmm. But to dwell on it and live there is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a sickness.
Yeah. It is.
Like, and I don't think there's enough space in all these institutions for these niggas. So they should choose a quicker route.
Or enough funding.
Drive off the Tobin Bridge.
Hey. Very fast.
Because that will cause traffic. And
it's very true. Nobody needs that on Route 1. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. That's very true.
Bebop, what you got going on right now that you want to tell the people about?
To be honest, I'm trying to go back to stand up. Okay. Writing jokes is no joke, all pun intended. Okay. I had to take a little, because people go through shit. Yeah. People like life, what I mean? People go through a lot. So I usually tend to use what I go through in life and make it funny. Yeah. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it's like I can't live my life depressed or, oh my God, I'm going through this shit. So I've literally used, like, I've been homeless. I've had to work 3 jobs with a sprained ankle. You know what I'm saying? 3 jobs.
Jamaican?
I had to do... No.
Close to Central America,
Casi.
Yeah.
But, so I use that in a positive way. Plus, I also teach my daughters also, yes, you could be this way, but you could also carry yourself. Right. You know what I mean? I talk the way I talk. Yes, a lot of people, that's what you portray. Because I talk very sexual. But
you think
that's
so?
I do. I actually toned it down a little, but I was bad. I was giving people.
Nah, you was going crazy.
Yeah. I toned it down a little,
What day are you on?
Huh?
What day are you on? Are you still on your a streak?
185. I think that's why I toned it out a little because I'm 185 days no tech. So.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's by choice.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, right now I'm marinating, kegulating, and rejuvenating.
Is the gunshots appropriate for that?
You go choo 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 choo.
There's no guns.
Probably getting those buns.
Shit, I'm over here. He's just in the mic. I'm like, this is the most action I've got.
You just made it very uncomfortable for me to talk to this microphone now. I changed the whole dynamic now.
Push that shit over there.
Watch out.
But yeah, so.
But yeah, I'm doing the stand up. I'm trying to get back to working. I always love sketch comedy.
Okay.
So
I love sketch comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in Puerto Rico, I grew up watching different sketch comedies. I think that's what made me more in the comedy. And it's funny because I don't tap into the Latin side of comedy, where that's where I grew up at.
Okay.
But I do. We watch my TV, SNL, and all that. So I've always wanted to do some type of production way, be on that side of.
Okay.
I like my videos. I do my skits. I want to bring out Teresa more. So that's my thing.
So 21 questions, was that you?
Actually, that was the team. I wanted to be part of it. Like, I'd be like, right. The voice. You know what I mean? But that was a Inside the Maze thing.
Okay.
Beba's Bar Talk.
That shit was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we both did that.
Actually, did mine not recently. That shit was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
I didn't see that one. I got to catch up on.
But 21 questions.
I gave y'all the best one.
No, my shit was better than that.
I don't know.
My shit was better than that.
It was different. I don't know if it was better.
It was better than that.
But all right, whatever.
Y'all have the one.
You don't got to make a decision. I made the decision.
You made the decision.
We could proceed.
You know what
I'm saying?
I don't know. I got to go back and watch it.
But either way, Beba, I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to have fun tonight. And we're going to talk some shit. Then we're going to talk with the guests. But before we do that, we're going to do these red cups and ratings, man, right? So red cups and ratings, just like every other week, we got 2 projects that we want to rate, man. Now, this week, ironically enough, both of these projects that we're actually rating,
unfortunately
and ironically enough, both of these artists, they're from Boston, and they're both in the feds, right? But these are artists that I really throw it up for, both of them. You know what I mean? Like wholeheartedly, I think they make great music, and we've been watching their stories from the start to where they are now, man. So the first project we're gonna talk about is my man Jizzle. Jizzle dropped My Life. This is 7 tracks long, 21 minutes in its entirety.
I was watching why Shams the episode. I'm like 21 minutes. She must love it.
Oh no, she would have loved this one.
Yeah.
Sham would have loved this one. You know what I mean? It was under the 25. She's good.
Yeah.
But what y'all think, man?
Let me go.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Guess first.
Okay, I liked it. I actually enjoyed what he's saying, but I'm a beat person. Mm-hmm. So if the first one, all right, fuck with it. But the next beat sounds the same, like did you guys, just changed it up a notch. It's like,
but baby, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's it. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm over like.
No, that's not why.
Hurt.
No. There was one producer.
Oh, and he just got lazy
on this whole project. Dior, the producer.
Okay.
Shout out Dior, man. This was actually
his sound.
Yeah, so that was his sound, right? You got one guy on all of the beats, right? So he had a feel.
Yeah. And that's what he was. Right? You could tell he was enjoying himself.
No, I'm not criticizing it because the beat is, but it's like every song sounds like every track sounds the same almost, and I'm like,
okay.
I got kind of bored.
Did you have a favorite song?
But I did not on. I think, to be honest, I won't keep it a book. I didn't. I just kept on trying to find which one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's real.
Like I listen to everything and I'll give it, but it's more of I think I'm more of a beat person that I want to like have a knock or try to like as soon as I'm like, oh shit, I like this. Yeah.
Right. So you need the beat to draw you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because with me and Jizzle, these beats took some time for me. Like at first I was like, they're a little too emo-ish. It was too like, mellow and just like but then back then he was kind of repeating himself, not saying a lot of good stuff I was drawing to. This time I ain't hear no beat. This time I was so attached to his lyrics.
Yes.
I was so attached to his lyrics that the beat, I was just like, fuck it. I was like, yeah, it's whatever. Like, you know what I mean? We don't shoot at cars. We walk out because we ain't lazy. Like, excuse me, nigga.
Yes.
Like, yo, you understand what I'm
working killer.
You know what I'm saying? This is not a nigga who's ready to willing and waste gas. He's going to park that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And walk out.
Walk his black ass out.
You understand?
Yes.
It's different when the nigga pull up in a whip. You can hit the whip.
Anybody can pull a drive-by.
You know?
Right.
Now, I don't know if he took what we said about his last rating to heart when we was talking about the lyrics.
Yeah. But
this shit was tight, Chiz.
Yo,
he came in like, and he wasn't. You know how he usually do, right? So like, he talk about a lot of dead niggas.
Right.
He bring up a lot of dead niggas, and like niggas. Oh, that always flares up the shit.
Right.
He didn't do all that.
He didn't.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's
current shit.
Yeah, and I feel like that's because them peoples is right there with the stenographer. Like what that boy say?
That's why he's in the
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Keep going.
So it was very like, masquerading, but like, if you know type shit,
You know, and if you
masquerading? There wasn't no masquerade.
There was masquerade.
My man gave locations.
Bro, the 10 on the 10 equaling 20.
He gave
you don't, bro,
he gave names. He gave instances. I think
that's
it's
the
not
the
it's
reason
not
that rappers really snitch on themselves.
Hold on. It's all alleged. This is all art.
This is all art.
But that's the thing. And then when they're in court, they're going to court, they're using their music against them.
Well, look.
Alleged.
I'm not a
stenographer. I don't be typing up there.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in there drawing pictures, sketching images about what's going on.
People are talented, yo. This
All I'm
is
saying,
crazy.
on Dead Dog, the niggas is
incredible.
incredible. Yeah. But what I will say about my life, why Jizzle, is that he literally gave us a look into his life.
Yes,
right. I think he was at the crossroads.
Yep.
With this one.
Yep.
And you could hear the struggle between
Absolutely.
trying to do the right thing and trying to live up to his name.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he said it on multiple records where it's like, dog, like, that I don't be with niggas, that's why I be with wifey. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, every time I try to get out, something pulls me back in type shit. And we look at the situation that he's in right now, right? I think this was an incredible record. Yeah. I think the fact that he has EK on this record.
Oh, yo, shout out to EK, because I'm a big EK fan. You know what I mean? Like, and I always wanted EK more. Pause. Yeah. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Because, Son is the rapper from Bandits. You know what I mean? So, like.
So, the fact that he had BTL, EK on here, the fact that he had Millie's on here.
Oh, yeah, Millie's on there.
Shout out Millie's. Of course, he's going to do some music with Ricky Maserati. He spoke about, Moolah being in the feds and things of that nature. And now he's in the feds. And, I think like this was really like a stepping stone project for him. Where it was like, yo, look, I listen to what the critics have to say. I.e. us being a part of those critics. I don't know what else other people were saying about his music and things of that nature. But he took what we had and
we
said.
Critics?
Of course we are. Right? Right? So our opinions and, our critiques and things of that nature. And he took all of that and he really rapped his ass off on this. It wasn't like he wasn't doing the crying singing like he was doing on the last joint. Like even the first record.
Who hurt you?
Even the first record when he goes, my man's, I fell out on my man's. He said he was gonna kill me instead of he was gonna fuck me up. That was some weirdo shit, like awesome shit. And I was like, damn, that's some real life shit. Like if your man's, your real man's say that to you, like nigga, I'm gonna kill you instead of like nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You can get over that hurdle. Right? You can get over, but you gonna threaten to kill me, knowing who we are, allegedly, things of that nature. I just thought this shit crazy. Like my favorite record was the last one, man. I'm different.
October 31st was my shit.
Man. October 31st was hard. That was fire. He was talking super spicy on
Yeah.
31st.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but-
So like that's what I mean. You talking about?
Nah,
like,
he was he wasn't doing what he doing.
masquerading,
Yes, he
bro.
was. Yes, he was.
He even mentioned grimy Gert. Like I'm in the hood. I'm like Gert. I get it, grimy or some shit.
Yeah, but Gert is,
You know what I mean?
Gert-
Grimy. You know what I'm saying?
neutral.
Hey. But I love that he mentioned grimy Gert. Like I thought that was ill.
mean-
Just being who he is. And it wasn't on no like facetious shit. It wasn't on no like combative
it's
shit.
love shit.
It was just more like, yo, look, like, you know, he just referenced dog's name and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think this is his best body of work.
This is the best body of work.
By far.
Hands down. Hands
by
down.
far, man.
Hands down. You know what we gave
By
this,
far.
nigga.
I'm gonna do a respin on it. I'm gonna listen.
Yeah,
to
nah,
it
give it.
You're gonna have to
It's
give it
just
another
a
listen,
yeah,
yo.
I'm gonna
Like,
listen. But
'cause-
I didn't say, like I said, the lyrics. I also like to listen to, hear a story. But it was like that same thing over and over. Like every song is the beat. But hey, one
Look.
producer, one person. So
when we
they give
first
it
had that
credit.
conversation and you was like, yeah, the beats sound similar, I agreed. But then I went back and listened to it.
That's why I'm gonna have to do.
And I was like, you know what? And I listened to it a few times after that. And I was like, well, that's the theme. Like, you had
Yeah.
one producer on the whole project doing the whole thing.
yeah.
They're bound to sound similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Every producer has his own style and things of that nature. So, shout out to my man Dio, the producer, man. So, out of 5 red cups,
Yeah.
we gave my man Jizzle
5 of them shits.
my life. 5 out of 5 red cups, man. Shout out Jizzle, man.
Free that
Shout out.
man.
Yeah, free Jizzle for real. Free Moolah, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to that whole team over there.
Free the guys.
You know what I mean?
How about that one? Free the guys.
Yeah. Trotty Gang, Eye for Eye, all of that, man. Fuck with you guys, man. Keep doing your thing.
Fucking
Keep
with
creating,
the feds,
man.
niggas.
You know that.
Lead up.
You know that. 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 The feds don't lose.
That's the 96 Dream Team.
Kind of fucked up, but they don't really
It's
lose
Michael
much.
Jordan in them, nigga. Like, that's nah.
Yeah.
All right, so next record, man, we're gonna rate. This is by my man Dorchester Legend. I mean, he been doing his thing for a minute, man. I mean, like, you got multiple platforms talking about
They
him.
call
as
him the king of drill
Like, yeah, I mean, king of
in
drill.
Boston.
You talk about, nationally known on multiple levels.
Yeah.
We talking about my man, the king of HSM himself. 7981 Cal. He dropped 1122. This is about 13 tracks long, 31 minutes in its entirety, which would have pissed Sham off. But what y'all thinking, man? How'd y'all feel about this?
I actually enjoyed this one.
Yeah?
I actually enjoyed it. My favorite one out of all of it was Raindrop with D the Flyest.
Okay.
But
that was a good
actually,
record.
Shout out to the Flyers.
Like again, I'm a beat person, so if it was a different thing, it caught my eye. I'm like, oh, okay, I want to listen to this. But I actually enjoyed this one. He
Okay.
actually gave me little vibes.
Nah, 7981 Cal shocked me with this one. Not shocked me, but like there was no drill on this.
Yeah.
Not one drill record on this. So like for him to be, not only the self-proclaimed, but niggas call him the nigga who really do that drill shit from Boston, the king of that shit.
I would say G Frodo, but okay.
But he was on them same records.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that was they shit.
Yeah.
Like, that was they shit. But now I feel like facing the obstacles that he's facing, the odds, like, you can hear it in them records. Like, I don't know, when did Son record these records?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
But it's just like he had to know, like,
Yeah.
shit was coming down. I'm
Right.
talking like
Right.
one of them Japanese tsunami hurricane joints. Like one of them crazy build up where he had to because the records portray like something like dramatic, and then it was dramatic.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
I mean, to piggyback off.
My fault.
Nah,
I
keep
just
going,
want to
keep
finish
going.
this.
Yeah.
He talks about a lot of you fake niggas who keep talking about killing shit and drilling shit, and you ain't never did nothing. He says
Right.
it's okay to not do nothing.
Right.
He means that shit.
Right.
So for you niggas again, thumb thugging, nigga, I hope your shit disintegrate.
Right.
You go blind and now you gotta go braille.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? But the nigga was like really preaching to them niggas who are really lost, probably listening to his shit, like, yo, I want to be
like giving a message.
Yeah.
Like, don't what I'm doing. You don't want. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm going through a lot.
Like you don't have to go that route. I'm dealing with all this
on
shit.
The last record. On the last
Honestly,
record, he talks
like
about
30
that
seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Look, 791 Cal, man. I mean, dog been putting out pressure for years. I always thought his shit was crazy. This one right here, when you talking about when did he record this, that's really what I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know.
Because, again, a lot of the records, a lot of the references sounds like he already knew he was already going to be sitting down in the feds and things of that nature. One of my favorite records was the intro where he said, I didn't have to do this shit. I was spoiled. I ain't gonna lie, I was spoiled. And I don't think a lot of niggas is like truthful enough with themselves.
Yeah.
To say shit like that.
Yeah, not giving their parents no credit.
Right.
Yeah.
Straight shitting on them.
Like a lot of niggas don't say shit like that. I ain't have to do this shit, nigga. I was spoiled, nigga. I grew up spoiled. And I was telling my wife on the way over here, I'm like, yo, honestly, like,
and
I
some
can relate.
dudes pretend like
relate.
they grew up in the hood, but they were really spoiled.
Yeah.
They were in the work, grew up in the suburbs, and they want to rap about being in the hood. Like it happens a lot, but it's like
I grew up in the
mother
hood,
probably listens to that shit like, nigga, you ain't that broke.
I grew up in the hood, but in reality, like my mom was a business owner. Like I was scared to do dirt in my own hood because of the people who would see me do it. You see what I'm saying? So like, I didn't have to do half the shit that I did. So when he said that on the record, I was like, damn, yo, I really can relate with that. And I like that. And he just went, him and his niggas went full throttle with that. You know, the whole HSM movement is crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he got D Gomes on the shit, I love that. What D Gomes said, niggas asking how I did the video in the courthouse. I mean, in the state house, nigga, because we mob tied. You know, I love the joint with Lil Key. Lil Key went crazy on Waist Deep. That's track 8. BTL Dre, track 10. Can't Trust. And, of course, Raindrops with D The Flyers went crazy as well. But what I love about 791 Cal is that he has a one of those voices that he can literally carry a record by himself.
I was going to say he doesn't need to have
really
a feature.
No. He doesn't need features. These people that he's doing records with,
just to basically,
those are his niggas.
Yeah.
He fuck with these niggas. Like wholeheartedly. Like he know these niggas. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like no fabricated relationships and things of that nature. It was just really, these is my niggas and things of that nature. So that's why I'm really invested on when these songs were recorded. Because a lot of the references that he makes, it's like, again, like Cash said, he knew he was about to go sit down for a little while.
It's like seeing them niggas from down the block. It's like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, shit crazy.
But,
damn.
Bebop, like, what'd you think about the production?
Same. Maybe again, I feel like maybe
the wave.
It's the wave.
You need to do more lean. Yeah. You need more lean.
Listen, again, I think it's because I gotta understand this is what's going on now. Yeah. It's more of a mellow, more of a listen to. And again, I like a storyteller. I like it, but it's more when the beat goes with the story is dope. But I appreciate this one. But again, I think it's me just having to get on the wave of this new type of.
I get it.
If he recorded any of these shits from the feds, nigga, that's super impressive.
That's crazy.
That's super impressive. If I don't know. I'm just saying if he did, because the quality was great.
I feel like, goddamn, we can arrange an interview. Goddamn,
you might be able to on some shit, my nigga, like on some shit. But,
I interviewed King Ace when he was on live Instagram. Yeah, when COVID happened, I tried to still do Bubba's Bar Talk on live, and he was. I have an interview with him.
That's fire. That's fine. I mean, if we could make that happen with 791 Cal, G Fredo, that whole team, whatever, I would love to do something like that, man. Shout out King Ace, you know that too. But as far as 1122, 791 Cal, man,
this shit was through the legs twice.
You already know what the fuck it is, man. 5 cups out of 5 cups. Shout out my man 791 Cal.
Yes, sir.
Shout out HSM, the whole team, the whole gang. Somebody on our team said, yo, if I could have gave the nigga 6 cups, I would have done that.
Nah, I mean, from the Russian judge.
That was from the Russian judge, my nigga. So if the Russian judge is saying that, that's for Danya, man.
That's for more vodka.
All right, so let's talk to the guest tonight. So the guest that we have here tonight, man, right? is somebody who's been doing her thing for a little while, man. Like, she's still very new on the scene, but she's still like really killing this shit, man.
I like to call her a rock star, rap star. Like,
You know, I wouldn't even go that far. I would just say that she's really embodying who she is, and she's experimenting as well right now, right? And she's figuring it out, because I don't like calling, you know, our stars rock stars, because you know who claimed that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But either way,
I know.
I love what she does with her performances, with her music, the way she carries herself. I mean, I feel like she really knows her history when it comes to this music and things of that nature, man. And I need everybody
Yes, sir.
and anybody to put your hands together, give your undivided attention to Key, baby. Hey, what's up? What up?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, Key, what's up?
So with you, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How you
He
feeling?
got a gun on her.
I'm sure.
Girl with a gun, man.
Hey.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really, really blessed. Like you said, I haven't been doing this for long, but I've experienced a lot within like 2 years. So it's a learning experience. It's a learning curves that I'm going through, but I'm feeling good. I love the process. How y'all feeling?
This is every week.
Excellent.
I feel the
It's a
same.
party. It's a party every week. You know what I
My
mean?
BAC is above what it needs to be.
You heard? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
But Kate, for the people who don't know who you are, man, give them a quick rundown. Who you are, what you do, what you represent.
All right, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Key. I'm an artist from Dorchester, Massachusetts. I've been making music for 2 years now, and within the past 2 years, I've been able to go on a mini tour based off of one of my projects. I released 3 projects, 4 singles so far, about 3 or 4 music videos. I'm independent. And
Gunshots.
yeah.
You hitting gunshots for this girl? Hit gunshots for this.
Yeah, I've been
Definitely,
making
relax.
my name on the scene for some time now, and it's been a very unintentional but blissful ride. So
Unintentional
me.
but blissful.
yes.
How would you describe that? What does that mean?
What does that
So
mean?
like
Unintentional.
I don't know how people may perceive me based off of, you know, what's been going on these past couple of years, but I didn't like intend on being an artist or like putting out music and continuing to do music. I released my first project July of 2021,
Baby steps.
Baby Steps.
Yeah.
And I created that project with no intention of like even anybody listening to it.
But that's
You just put it out there and
Let her go. Let her go. Let her go.
Yeah,
Let her
facts.
go. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying?
I've been like doing music and like arts since I was like a kid for real. So during COVID, I was just expressing myself through that medium again, and I felt like, damn, I don't want to hear this shit on my phone no more. I feel like this is hard, and my homies and my people thought it was hard, but like I didn't really know if they thought it was hard. You feel me? Like niggas will like your niggas won't cap to you, but like they have a bias. You feel me? So I'm like, I don't give a fuck, girls. If y'all fuck with it or not, I want to hear this shit. So I recorded it in the studio, started in March of 2021, released it in July, and then I got like my first show that following September. So, and since then, like I just kept getting booked for shows randomly, and it was fun for me. So I was like, yeah, say that. Like some were paid, some weren't.
right.
But regardless, I wasn't in it for like the money. I was just having fun, but it just spiraled into this thing where I'm in this position that I'm in now, and I'm get to be on CWTFB radio.
I love how you had to look up to see it.
That's crazy.
But nah, I love it. I love that you're here. I love that you know what I mean, chose to do this, sit down with us.
Yeah, I appreciate
You
you.
know what I mean? Like, you know,
I appreciate y'all.
I mean, we fuck
You
with
was
your shit.
Euro stepping this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You was hesitant. You
know
was
what I mean?
you was
No
What took you so
bullshit.
long to come up here?
Y'all, yeah, y'all was trying to get me on here for a while, and it's not that I was Euro stepping
Yeah,
y'all,
what's the
but
story
like
on that?
I was supposed to come.
the Ginobili.
I was supposed to come in either March or April, and I was in New York for a show,
Okay.
and my stay overstayed. You feel me? So I think it was all about timing. You feel me? I'm a strong believer in everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So yeah, like I told y'all, I've done my fair share of like watching y'all, and like you feel me?
Yeah.
fellow BMA.
Hey.
Real nigga.
But nah. I mean, like
Before
you
we
talking
get
about,
to that, I want to just focus. I want to talk about Baby Step real quick. I want to talk about.
all right, so yeah, let's go back to Baby
Because
Step.
I'm looking at the cover and like that's you
That's me.
in a studio.
Right. Wear
As a
headphones
child,
on.
what
So
studio?
you always like
so you
music. You've
yeah.
always been into music.
That's that's in my father's room. That's not even like in a studio.
Who's your
like,
father, Benzino?
No.
I'm
You're funny. Nah, my pops has been producing since I was even born. Like, that was a passion of his. And he's just always been doing it. So I have multiple like photos of me as a kid. Like that's in his room,
Yeah.
like in our crib.
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah.
Like I've always just been surrounded by music.
You be touching
and
buttons
art.
and shit.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm on the MPC, like just you feel me, like doing shit. The Kai MPCs
Did he
and shit like
produce and
that.
help you produce any of your work?
So my
Oh,
my
that's
father
deep.
like has no like creative involvement in my
Oh,
art
wow.
right now. Not like that he doesn't want to, but like him watching me grow in this like by myself, like it's been like an honor for him to just see and experience.
I
and
was
it
gonna
sparked-
ask, what
it
does he
sparked-
think about your
Yeah.
music?
He fucks with it like every time he's like, "Yo, you record something
Yeah,
new?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Nah, yeah."
That's
Like,
exciting.
It
That's
is, like,
exciting.
Seeing you doing by yourself, that's even more like, oh wow, she didn't need me, or she
It-
hasn't needed me yet,
facts,
or she
like,
hasn't asked
I
me.
bet
or
if you
this or
ask
that.
him for a beat pack, he got it for
He'd
you
be like,
loaded
sure.
up. He's like, yo, dad,
He'd be
you
like,
have.
yo, I just got my new monitors. I just got my new
Yeah,
keyboard.
yeah, you
but
gotta do beat back,
it def sparked his inspiration like back and like
That's beautiful.
you know we connect through it because like growing up like I've always been like a daddy's girl. I
Yeah.
love my parents.
Thank
but
God.
You feel me?
He won't end up in a nursing home.
My parents have always loved and cared for me, but like we didn't have the strongest relationship. So like since I've been doing music, it's the strongest relationship I've had with my family. Like overall, you
That's
feel me?
beautiful.
Yeah,
I
because
like that.
usually it sets them apart. Because
Yeah.
some of the parents, oh, you're supposed to be a doctor, lawyer, whatever, no music. So it's dope
Facts.
that you guys are closer now because of what you do.
My family's extremely supportive. Like
That's
That's dope.
yeah.
So prior to like stumbling into music, basically the way you're saying, like, did you have a plan? Like, did you know what you wanted to do with your life?
No. I knew that working a regular like 9 to 5 wasn't for me, and not because I didn't want to, but like my interest, I did not find it fulfilling. So I graduated high school in 2018.
Wow.
What?
I know.
You're
I graduated in
young,
2018.
baby.
But you was born before 9/11. You know what terror's like. You good.
Yeah.
When 9/11 happened, how old was you?
One.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She
fine.
don't know
though.
what terror is.
But it's
She don't-
fine. It's fine.
But
Her
anyway,
parents.
keep going.
She's
But
Proceed.
yeah,
down.
so basically, I graduated 2018. Like I was a excellent student up until like 9th grade. I was going through a lot of like issues at home. So like everything was cool except for my GPA. Like I applied to like a couple of colleges. I didn't get into one besides a program that Northeastern was offering.
Okay.
So I went to Northeastern for a year, my freshman year, transferred to RCC, and then that's when COVID happened. You feel me?
right.
So like through that, I had like a liberal arts major. That's just regular classes. You have your Englishes, your maths, your sciences,
Right.
with like some extracurricular bullshit. But I did not know like what I wanted to do. Especially like as a creative, if you want to insert yourself in an art school, you feel me, you have to have like a portfolio. And like Mass Art and Leslie, like I didn't have that at the time.
Fuck them niggas.
So you feel me, like I didn't want to waste my money
Yeah.
and my time doing something that I wasn't really sure. So
You
I just
get
went
it.
to a community college. I promise you, like I feel like what you were saying, like not that I stumbled upon doing music, because I've always knew like music was a passion, but in a different form, because I was a dancer in high school.
Okay.
But like I feel like God placed me to do this, not necessarily make music, but to be a vessel to inspire and to like motivate my community, my family, and the people around me. Cause like I'm just trying to break generational curses. I don't care
There you
about
go.
the fame and shit.
Real
Like,
nigga.
I've watched my parents like just struggle to like
Yeah.
survive, and I'm not trying to live like that.
Your parents still together?
No, my parents were married when I was born, but they divorced when I was young.
Okay.
But like, even with music, making music, I've
together.
seen them like just be able to coexist and be cordial. So it's beautiful to watch. For real.
Dad looking at your mom like, yeah, that's your heart, right? Yeah, that's your heart. That's dope. That's a beautiful
Those,
feeling.
that's my sperm. That's my shit.
My ball sack.
Yeah, you're right.
I
That
did
ain't
that.
your shit. That ain't your 13 chromosomes. That's my shit. Facts.
All right, man. So when Baby Steps dropped, right? There was a friend of your brother's who hit me up, right? My man, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
somebody's gonna
goddamn.
like
the
remain
detective.
unnamed." You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he wants to be named, so I'm not gonna mention his name. You know what I'm saying? He hit me and he was like, "Yo, what you think about her?" And I loved it. Like, I played it, and I loved Baby Steps. Like I from start to finish. Like
Yeah, that's my
I didn't
shit.
know half of the dudes you had on there. I mean, MOA Cash is probably the only name that I kind of remember now. But what was your like creative process when you made that? Was it just you just fucking around, or like did you have like a plan?
Quite literally, like I had already. So some of the songs on Baby Steps, I had like half-ass written years like ago. You feel me? So like the way it came about, I was literally sometimes I was just smoking with my niggas. You feel me? Like we freestyling in the car. Like one like
The Honda Civic Cypher.
That shit.
That shit
Like
is
the
fire.
intro and the outro of that song is like the voice memo on my phone. Like
Y'all was
that
really
we
in the
recorded.
Civic?
Like that whole shit was actually like freestyled. We
That's
just
fire.
like
That shit was
re-recorded
dope.
it. You feel me?
shit was
So
dope.
like quite literally, I was just fucking around for real. Like it just kind of happened. And when I was coming up with like the title and like the cover art and shit, like I had all 6 of the tracks recorded. I was smoking in my room with my boy Straight to God, who formerly went like that, but he is now Strizzy Bonkers. But we were smoking in my room, and I'm like, damn, like I got all these songs. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna call it. Like I don't know. And in my room, I have a vision board on my right that I created in 2017 with just random shit on it. And then I have a photo wall of like a whole bunch of 4x4 images that go across my fucking room. And then Baby Steps in bold yellow letters were on there. And yellow is my favorite color, so it caught my attention. I'm just thinking, why the fuck did I like put that there?
Weed is good. Weed is good.
I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, I don't know. And as I was like smoking my blunt and thinking about it, I like looked to my left and I seen that baby picture of myself on my wall. And then it kind of just was like a high moment where I was like,
Shout out to your dealer.
you feel me? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was an unintentional thing, but like after putting it out and like sitting on it, like that was Baby Steps became more meaningful to me. Like this is my first body of work. As my introduction as an artist, this is the first thing that I've even done for myself, like at all. You feel me? Like I was young. You feel me? Like I didn't even turn 21 yet when I started like recording that, but all my life I was just like school and growing up. Like I didn't really do nothing for myself. So like that was cool to really just see myself.
Fuck them
Just-
niggas,
you
Key.
feel me?
It's about you, gang. What you talking about?
It looks like more of a symbol. It symbolizes you starting baby steps. Like
Yeah.
you're little by little, you're getting there, and there's
sure.
no rush. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
getting it, and you see, obviously, this. It's actually working for you. You know,
Yeah.
because like I was telling her, I'm like, she's different.
Nah, she's
I
fire.
like her. Like she's like Doja 2.0, 3.0, even better. Like
I mean-
I like that her style.
Stepping away from Baby Steps, I feel like now you make rage music.
Yeah,
Do
sounds
you?
like
Yeah, I feel
it.
like now I need Molly to like really enjoy your music.
So I know we had a conversation
Yeah.
literally the morning of Terrible 2's dropping. I got like 5 1-minute voice messages from this nigga talking about how he listened to the project, and I not shit don't impact me. Like I told you, I create for creation's sake, and
Right.
I know my music's not gonna be for everybody, but you had said that there was nothing memorable to you. You feel me? That nothing stuck out, and
Right.
you feel me? Like that's okay.
Right.
You feel me? I don't make rage music, and once I made Terrible 2's, and I've shifted. That's just how I was expressing my time at the time I was recording these songs, and actually I'm working on a full length album that I'm trying to put out towards the end of this year called Growing Pains. That's more intimate because I feel like through the singles that I've dropped, through the projects, people have gotten to understand me as an artist, but nobody really knows me as a person. You feel me?
Right.
My wife loves you.
Really? Tell your wife
ooh
I said thank
is
you.
her favorite fucking song. She be like, ooh,
Like,
ooh, that's her
you
shit.
feel me? So like I feel like through my singles, at least I've been able to display my versatility and my sound. And it was interesting that you say I'm like experimenting, which in a way that I am, but I don't think I'm experimenting. I just feel like I don't have a sound. You feel me?
You just create.
Yeah.
I honestly resonated with what you said. It's production for me. Like whoever I'm sitting down and cooking up with, whatever they cook up, because I don't like beat packs into me. I like cooking up fresh. You feel me?
Right. In the moment.
You feel me? So like whoever I'm cooking up with, I like to have synergy with the production. So whatever the beat is making me feel, that's what I'm gonna put on the record. You feel me?
Can I ask a question? Who's your favorite producers right now?
Locally or in general?
Locally.
That you've worked with.
That you working
That I've
with.
worked with Rilla Force, Gib DJ, Baby J.
Okay.
Those are my top three. T Wayne, T Wayne the Kid. I haven't really like branched out in too many others. I'm actually like just getting to a point where like, cause I don't trust niggas, no bullshit,
okay.
and I'm sensitive with my shit, and I don't just let anybody like work with me. Not because like I'm in this position where I don't want people to feel like I'm Hollywood, but like I'm really intentional about my shit. I'm not, niggas come to me now based off of what I've like gained and like, yo, I want to work with you, I fuck with your shit. I promise you niggas can't even name one record like besides like my most known shit.
Press.
So like, you feel me? So like,
I love that record though.
Thank you.
God damn.
Thank you.
That shit is like timeless.
Thank you.
That's a timeless record.
Yeah, so like for me, I'm just like I'm slowly trying to expand my horizons with like, you know, it gotta make sense. Like who I'm working with it gotta make sense. I'm not about to just work with you. Cause like making music for me is really intimate.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I feel like if you be treating your shit like if you too accessible, like
You
you feel me?
slut.
Like you
Prostitute.
I feel like you your value depreciates. Like
Yeah,
you feel
for
me?
sure.
So yeah.
Sure.
All right, so you spoke about Terrible Twos, right? And my reaction to it, right? What did that single pack mean to you? Like what did that mean, Terrible Twos?
Honestly, I hadn't dropped music in a year at that time, and I'm a very festive person. If you look at the dates of when I release stuff, it's like around a certain
birthday.
or like a season. You
Right.
feel me? Yeah. And I wanted to do something for my birthday, not to release on my birthday, but I've never celebrated my birthday like and actually enjoyed it. So I felt like what wouldn't be better than dropping something in celebration of my birthday of that.
Right.
So I had laid like two of the records down, and they both had like that rage sound. You feel me? And I started building around that. Like, so if I like, what would it be like? Like, how can I build this concept? What would it sound? I'm turning 22. This is my second project. It's 2022. What would it sound like? Like if it's my birthday, but like if I made a project that sounded like a grown, like an adult, like having a temper tantrum, like you feel me, like as an adult, like a 2-year-old. But if you really listen, and you said there was some things that you feel me I was vulnerable in, and I do. Like if you really listen to what I'm saying, like I'm not just saying anything. There's certain like I'm explaining certain things about how I feel and my experience. You feel me? And also one thing I feel like that stands out about my music as a woman in hip hop, I don't talk about my pussy. I don't like, you feel me? I don't like talking about that shit, and I don't like listening to it because I don't resonate with that shit. So I feel like in general, I'm outside of the box right now. Like artists like Doja, like a Doechii, like a Rico Nasty, people like that. You feel me? So Terrible Dudes was I just wanted to drop something for my birthday, and
You just had to get that off.
Yeah, I had a crazy release party, the most people I've ever had just with me in my entire life. That was just like that. I went on my first tour with that project. 3 songs. Like you said, it wasn't even fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. You feel me? Just expressing myself. There's a level of like seriousness that I take, and I feel like you should take with music. But like, I still think you should have fun. I still think you should.
I feel like it should be more fun than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
If you ain't having fun with this shit, then why are you doing it? You know what I mean? Because once it becomes a job, it becomes monotonous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this shit wasn't fun, I wouldn't fucking be here.
I feel
I'm
you.
tired, my nigga. I got 2 kids.
Gotta work
The
tomorrow.
fuck you mean, nigga? Like, if I wasn't having a good time, and my wife hates that, like, she be like, you're having a whole blast over there. I'm like, I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I am. Like, you
I
know what I
feel
mean?
you, and I feel like I'm trying to like keep that, because right now I feel like it hasn't been as fun because of how fast paced my progression has been. I feel like there's been a lot of expectations
I was just
on
gonna
what my
say.
art should be, or what I should be doing, or who I should be around, and like I said, I don't take shit for heart. I'm good at taking constructive criticism and hearing different shit, but I don't forget it. So I feel like subconsciously it alters like, you know, how I've been creating, and I haven't been creating that often, to be honest, because of
Fuck
that.
niggas,
You
kid.
feel me? Fuck niggas. Fuck these niggas. You feel me?
Show them the
On
stop.
dogs.
Keep it. Hey, yo. Bro, this ain't the time.
You feel me? But yeah, like that's a little bit about that project. I just wanted to do something for my birthday.
I get it.
All right. I feel you. I
You
feel
gonna get
you.
into Child's Play?
Child's Play.
We
was fun.
dissecting all the projects.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a minute since we've been trying
I
to
mean,
talk to
we've
you.
been trying to, you know.
I feel you. My fault, my fault.
So we got to go through all the steps. You know what I'm
Goddamn,
saying?
girl, you tall. You kicking
So-
me from
so-
when
I'm
Jesus,
5'4".
Jesus.
Hey, so child,
Jesus,
I like
kicking
to,
me
like-
over there, Jesus.
so Child's Play, that was last year as well. What time was that? That was
Halloween.
around Halloween. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
So you're Scorpio.
Halloween.
No, I'm a Gemini.
You're a Gemini? Oh, because
Yeah.
you said your birthday. So
May.
I'm
My
thinking,
birthday's in May. My
what?
30th.
Gemini, the
Oh,
worst people on
okay.
earth.
My daughter's-
Geminis.
Yeah.
Jesus. Isn't that
What's
what
your sign?
Kanye
You're
is?
Chucky.
Libra.
That's what say Child's Play. You're
You're
a good girl.
sensitive.
Libra.
I might be. You know what I mean?
You try to mask like you're not.
Think
but-
so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I'm sensitive as fuck. But you feel me? Like
Same.
you can't fuck with me.
I'm not. I don't try to mask my sensitivity. I do think I'm sensitive, but I also don't. I think there's a time and place to show that sensitivity.
Okay.
Right? Like I
Like
don't,
never.
Like no. Like
Not
my
the-
wife's in the building. Don't
Not
fucking
the
do
side
that.
eye from
Don't you do that
Not
shit.
the side
Nah,
eye.
don't do that. Nah, because come on, like you know what I mean. Like shit, a nigga got feelings. You know what I
Tony
mean?
Yayo.
I know you
You know what
got
I mean?
feelings.
Everybody got feelings. You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
got
But like, not everybody should see that. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody needs to see that.
You feel me?
It should be more of a
85% of the time.
I feel you. Me, I feel like I've worked on it. I feel like Geminis, like we have this
Double.
perception that we're like fake or like two-faced, but I feel like there are two sides and they can flip very quickly depending on you feel me, like
Oh,
you
crazy.
getting what you give me.
You got other two-faced niggas snapping back there. Yeah, yeah.
Niggas feel me, but like yeah, like I feel like I'm really sensitive, but I'm not. But like I'm still sensitive, so don't fuck with me.
Nah, I don't. Obviously, I know you got the strap, so I'm definitely not.
She came in all serious, but like talking to her, I was like, okay, she's a vibe. But she came all serious, like, let's go.
She
let's
shut
get
shit
ready.
down,
But then
yeah,
she
yeah.
was here, I'm like, okay.
But that's always the
Vibe,
vibe with
yeah.
Kid. Like from the moment that I met her, like she's just kind of hard to read. Like you know what I mean? Like you kind of have this hard exterior.
At least you ain't coming with the poo shicey.
Once
Yo, I had that shit on the
I
other
know,
day
I
for this
know.
video
Yeah,
shoot.
I
nigga.
believe
that
it.
was the first.
It was hot, wasn't it? Yeah.
I was hot.
Yeah,
It was hot
yeah,
as fuck
yeah.
that day.
But I bet it's hotter. I bet it's hotter if you take your mask off. If you really one of them niggas.
Shorts, rocking hoodies, and his damn hot ass.
You feel what I'm saying?
So what was Child's Play, man? Like walk us through that. What was that about?
So
That wasn't ragey to you a little bit.
So that was I feel like that was a mix between that and some like trap.
Yeah,
Feel
for
me?
sure, for sure.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tracks like dumb shit.
You rapping. You every time when I say rage, I'm not saying like you're like screaming and
No,
doing
but
dumb
like,
shit.
yeah,
You
nah.
screaming on somebody's verse.
I
She
was.
screams, but she's
makes
still
sense,
saying
and you
shit.
can understand
You
the
can
song,
understand what she's
yeah.
saying. I'm just saying like the beats that you choose.
More
and,
like alternative hip
yeah,
hop.
yeah, so,
Yeah, for that, like I said, I'm a very festive person and like very spontaneous. And at the time, I'm a big horror fan. Like I love scary movies, scary
Okay.
shit. You feel me? Like
Scary movies.
I
are
grew
dead.
up on that shit. now, right?
Yeah, now they
jam.
don't.
They're hilarious.
Honestly, A24, the production company, they coming out with some shit. Like
Okay.
they coming out with some
See
hit
some
crackers right
the
now.
trailer for Exorcist and some shit like
The
that.
dude
Yeah.
that
Yo.
lose his daughter for like 3 days.
Yo.
I think I need to see
Let me.
that
I
one.
be. Bro, I be getting
I'm
sidetracked.
Haitian, so voodoo
But-
voodoo is real.
Yeah,
so
that
when it
shit's
comes to
real.
exorcism,
So that
I
sounds like
don't.
a true
Agree.
story.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
Might as well buy it goes out. I don't
Yeah.
fuck with them shit.
I don't like to talk about that
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
so let's move past that.
So my
You gotta drive
manager at the time I was dropping Child's Play, my manager was preparing for this event that he was putting on called the Blair Bitch Project. And that was a Halloween themed concert / party to give black women in the city a platform to express themselves. So we brought in artists. Vintage Lee was there. We brought an artist. We brought an artist out of Florida called Scotty.
Okay.
And then I was up on there.
Yeah.
But like it was Halloween. And yeah, I was like, yo, I would love to do something around like my passion for horror. And it was like, that was a good time. So I started thinking of the concept first. I didn't have the songs. So I'm like, yo, like, all right, what would it sound like? Like, who are some of my favorite, like,
Yeah.
characters? And I just started thinking of some, and then I just came across Chucky, and I never really like fucked with Chucky. Not that I was like, it wasn't scary to me. It was more funny. It was,
Hilarious.
you feel me?
That
But
shit
then I was
mad
like,
funny.
Chucky, like Key, and I like playing off of my name a lot. If you
Shout out to the weed dealer.
You feel me?
Hey,
But then like I wasn't gonna like title that shit Chucky. Like that's some
Yeah,
stupid shit. But then I'm like, yo, they have a series called Child's Play.
yeah.
And like at the time, like as you can see, Baby Steps, Terrible
Yeah.
Twos, Child's Play,
Yeah.
people say there's this running theme of like youthfulness or like childishness.
Yeah.
But more so, like if you listen, there's an underlying theme of progression and like growth and like the growth in the different sounds
Yeah,
from
Key,
Baby
you
Steps.
smart.
I know. Man.
Oh, the hair crazy, but yeah.
You went to Latin Academy, right?
I did.
You the ops.
Like you went to OB or
yeah.
They say the devil wears horns and box braids.
Hey, hey.
But yeah, so I came up like with Child's Play, and then I just like that was a really difficult process creating that. Like a couple times I was just gonna be like, fuck it, like I'm about to just scrap this project. Like it just wasn't like I wasn't finding the inspiration the way that I usually do, because I approached it differently. My process was different. Like I didn't have the songs and then created the concept. I created the concept and then tried to adapt the song. So
Okay.
you know, I didn't upload the project until the like a couple hours before going on to the concert. I dropped it like exclusively on SoundCloud on Halloween because I wanted the list. Like if you listen to it, like listen to it like it's a scary
Motion
movie.
picture. Yeah.
Like I
Felt like I was watching a Chucky movie.
I studied all of the Child's Play like franchise down to the show. I took specific excerpts from the films and inserted it because I wanted the listener to listen to it like I wanted it to be an experience.
It really
So-
goes in
Yeah,
and
it was
digests
dope.
and
Yeah,
put it
like-
together. It's like playing Tetris in a way.
For sure, so-
yeah,
Dope.
that's dope.
Yeah, that was
Good
was
job.
Child's Play.
Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Good job.
And you're only how old?
I just turned 23.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. 23.
My Jordan,
Bills
Yeah, I was
is
about to
low
say
right
Jordan,
now. Yeah, give it a minute.
kind of high.
Yeah,
So
it's
we
gonna
spoke
get higher.
briefly.
Yeah.
We spoke briefly the other day, right? And you know, at the testing lab, and you was like, you know, life is just happening real fast, right? Like what's happening in life right now that you feel like is really kind of testing your growth, like not really impairing it, but just kind of testing you as a person.
Honestly, I feel like there's a couple things. I think for one is really like making this shit sustainable for sure. Because like I said, I have not been to school since COVID.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm doing this full time. Like I can't work no job. So like miraculously, by the grace of God, for real, I've been able to sustain myself thus far with, you know, my music
That's dope.
alone. You feel me? It hasn't
Shout
been
out to
easy.
you,
That's what I'm saying,
nigga.
No bullshit.
Nigga,
That's
you know
dope.
how hard that
Very fucking hard.
That's dope. Like, considering
is? You gotta have a
2020?
real fan base.
21. Yeah.
2021?
What?
Like,
Since I've been doing.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you?
2021.
But can you do shows?
Yeah.
You perform.
You feel me? So like making it sustain. Even with that, like I've done like even down to like producing the music videos and like doing all that. Like nobody, like I'm not getting, like nobody's giving me money for this shit. You feel me? Like any money that I get, like
That's all
I'm
you.
putting it. It's all me. Like you feel me? Like I've done went broke. Like I've done like my accounts negative. I remember I was doing a show in LA, and that was like that was my first time even going across the country. My phone was off. You feel me? I have no money in my account, nigga, and like it's just like. This shit's been so surreal, and nobody, if I like, aside from doing interviews, nobody like ask or like would know. Like it's like so imbalanced right now. Like everything looks good on here.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like in my real life, like I want to see that change. You feel me? Like I live with my mom right now. I'm trying to get the fuck out of my crib. I'm going through shit with my parents. Like literally that's fucking with my mental health. That's impacting me. Like I can't create the way that I want. So that's like making this shit sustainable for sure. Like even I do shows, but like some in the city, you know, like we're building a foundation where like we're building this from the ground up. So sometimes I'll get opportunities they can't pay me at all, or they can't pay me what they feel like I deserve, and that's okay, because I'm not just looking at this shit for the money, and I'm willing to sacrifice, and I'm willing to go through this shit. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like God placed me through this. So like sustainability for sure. And like honestly, like perception and like how I'm being treated, like both positive and negatively, I feel like it's been impacting me. Like it's beautiful that I walk in a room and, you know, people know me and like they appreciate me and my art and my presence, and I impact my community. But like I feel like even like I don't even get to see my own, like literally I don't even get to see my own homies like the way that I do. Like they're like, oh, you're famous now, like,
I hate when they say
and it's
that.
like I like it's funny, but it's not funny,
Famous
bro.
too, so you get it. You know how
No,
you
but
famous,
it's like
man.
when people say it in a way, like, "Oh, you famous too." I'm like, I don't, you know, don't
You
say
very-
that.
I'd be like, damn right, nigga. Don't
Yeah,
call
on that
me.
dog, nigga.
Don't call me, nigga. Unless you got
just
money
do
for
me.
me,
Like,
nigga.
I
even-
play into that shit.
I got
I love
all
it.
the niggas I love. Let me stop.
Yo, like even like right now, like I have like 4 or 5 shows back to back within these upcoming weeks. Like all my family is going to the Cape to go see a family member we ain't seen in years, and I can't go.
Right.
I've missed like birthday parties. I've missed time with my family. My father's like, yo, like I want to spend time with you. Can't spend time with them. Like it takes, it's a very mentally, like this is the biggest like battle for me is like mental stability with this shit.
Mental battle.
Like, and like I said, even like people wanting to like leech and come around or like act like they know me, and niggas don't really know me. You feel me? Like I don't know you niggas. Like, oh, like, I fuck with you. Like, nigga, you don't even know my real name. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, do like
Facts.
you know my favorite color? Like, you, like
Yellow.
no.
What you talking about?
You feel me? But like, really, just like trust. Like even before doing this music, like I've been through a lot of fucked up shit where it's hard for me to trust. So it's hard for me to decipher people's intentions. Like even working with my manager, like it took 6 months for me to really like us to really like start building a relationship. And even now, like, you know, it's a battle. You feel me? So I'm really grateful and thankful for my team, my family, and everybody that's been supporting me thus far, because this shit is not fucking easy. Also, this is like the last thing. I feel like there's so many talented artists, and I'm not the first to come out, but I feel like I feel like I feel like a ticket. I feel like a thing like
Willy
that.
Wonka,
Like,
the
you
chocolate
feel me?
factory.
Like I
Golden
feel
ticket.
like this thing, like, yo, you really gonna be the one to like really like set shit off. Like I'm gonna open the gates for niggas. You feel me?
That
And
bother you?
it doesn't bother me, but it's a heavy weight that I have to hold, because on top of dealing with, you know, I'm very hard on myself, and like dealing with the things that I put on myself, I feel like that's a weight on my shoulder, because I know I have a duty in this shit. I know, like I said, I'm a vessel. And there's a lot that like that I feel like I have the power to change. So like sustainability, perceptions of me, and like just that like obligation or like that thing that I have to do. Those are like the biggest battles that I face with this shit for real.
I just had a question in regards to all of that.
Yeah,
Through seeking all that, you still can see the goal, though, right?
for sure.
Because that's like the most important part, that you zero in on the goal.
I would have, if I didn't zero in on a goal, I would have stopped doing this shit a long time ago.
I appreciate
when
your
I first started doing this
determination.
shit for real.
Have you ever had? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Have you ever had like now that you're getting to where you are and you have your style and you're different from everybody else? Because from your content and everything, I don't see you showing your ass and shaking your ass and all that. Have you gotten people saying, "Oh, maybe if you change it up a little, maybe if you
For
do
sure.
this"?
With baby steps, actually, I had this videographer out of New York contact me. He's like, "Yo, I fuck with your shit. Like, I want to record 2 music videos or whatever." And like, one was like Honda Civic Cypher. He was like, I see what you're trying to do with the tomboy stuff, but like, I also want to get like that sexy likeness. And I'm like, because I used to model before I did music. And that was something new that I never thought I would do either. But like even with that, like I don't view I'm not a sexy person, nigga. Like, nigga, first of all, like, what the fuck is that? Nigga, I like what do you mean that I see what you're trying to I see what you're trying to do with this tomboy thing, like, nigga, what?
I'm just being me.
So like I like, even with the thing that we said like off camera about like, you feel me, women sexualizing themselves and feeling like they can use it for their advantage. I'm actually trying to push that narrative that you don't need to sexualize yourself and you don't need to like fit inside this box as a woman in hip hop or entertainment. That like that's the only way that you'll be successful. You feel me?
Fact.
Because like me, I'm naturally not like that. So like, I feel like that just would be unauthentic of
Yeah,
myself
you're
to
gonna
do
be
in the first place.
faking
Like
it till you
I like, don't get me wrong. I know
You're not like Bebop.
but I know what it like. I know what it means to be.
Talk about pussy though.
I know what it means to be like feminine. You feel me? I'm not all like I don't got a dick. You feel me? Like I'm not.
Relax.
Hey.
We get it. We get it.
But like
I don't got a dick. Like that shit.
I feel like within my artistry, I have a strong balance of like teetering between my masculine and my feminine side, and I don't feel like I just have to sexualize myself.
Because a little bit goes a long way. Like, you know, you don't have to show too much to show too much.
I get it. That shit makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't talk about my pussy. I just say that until Victoria's Secret makes panties with a bigger thing, I'm not gonna wear them.
And listen, and I'm also with saying this, I'm also not knocking women who want to, like, if you want to talk about your pussy, bitch, talk about your pussy. You feel me? If you want to have your titties out, I fuck with Sexy Red right now. No bullshit. I fuck with Sexy Red. And the thing is, the only difference is I feel like she's authentic in that. Like, I feel like women just be doing that just because they feel like they have to do that. I don't really fuck with that. But if that's who you are for real, be you. Like, I just want to push the narrative, like, be you. And like,
you don't have to change who you are to get accepted.
Amen. Pussy is power, though.
Power of the pussy.
One of the best things, like one of the illest things about you was your stage presence, right?
Thank you.
That was one of the first things I took to when I first saw you perform. You literally had the attention of the whole fucking venue, and you was just doing you. Like, I was just like watching you do your thing, and I was like, wow, like she's really just having fun. And at the time, I think you might have been like 20 or 21, like you was man young, and I was like, yo, who is this kid? Like, you know what I mean? And like, do you have like a set, like a plan when you go out on stage?
You just go.
No, I think with my music and primarily in my performances, I feel like my advantage is I just had a background in dance, so I know what it is. I know what it means to put on a show. You feel me? I'm comfortable with like expressing myself on a stage, so I feel like that plays to like my advantage. And also, like I feel like if I was to think about my sets, I would fuck up. And most of the times I've had fucked up sets because it's like structure, but I just be performing for real. As long I know, the thing is, people like energy. You feel me? No matter what type of music that you like, energy meaning like being able to connect, you feel me? So like if I'm engaging with the crowd, I'm trying to encourage y'all to have a good time, I'm gonna have a good time. And if I'm having a good time, y'all are having a good time. You feel me?
Facts.
So like, yeah, nah, I don't. But right now, since I've done bigger productions, like I did the BMAs, I did BAMS Fest, I've worked with like, you know, had live arrangements. I'm starting to like not put structure, but like really start like curating, like not just performing anymore. Like I'm really like starting to put on a show for real, like regardless if the band's there. Like you like.
Can we talk about the BMAs?
Let's talk about it.
I was so excited to fucking see you.
Really?
On dogs, on
Yeah,
dead
like
dogs.
you don't understand like that. Like the last BMAs we went to.
Yeah, how was that? Because I didn't know what the BMAs was before I got nominated.
I mean, we won. And we was
won,
drunk.
so it was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gentrified the shit out of the BMAs in
Yeah,
2021.
yeah.
Like I said nigga on stage
Yeah.
accepting the award.
I told niggas if I didn't win, I was going to steal some shit.
It was crazy.
So I meant that shit. I meant that
Good
shit.
Good thing you ain't have to steal no
I,
shit.
Thank
You feel
God.
me?
I left with the award. It was rightfully mine. And but nah. So after that, I was like, man, like this is about to at Big Night Live. I was like, yo, this is just gonna be, you know, rock all night long.
These folk.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom
Saxonians.
folks.
Saxonians.
But to hear you and to see you, that shit was everything that we needed, and we need more of that because it was just you.
Yeah.
What was that like from your perspective?
That shit was crazy. That was my first time working with a live band.
Yeah.
That was at that time. That was the biggest like venue of people I've ever performed in. Like I remember after I got off the stage, like I got to meet Stiz for the first time, and he
Shout out
fucked
cousin
with my
Stiz.
shit. Shout out
Stiz.
Stiz, you
Oh,
feel
gosh.
me? Like I remember just getting off the stage and like just breaking down, like, cause I just feel like
man.
not because I was overwhelmed, but it's just a feeling. Like I feel like just the presence of God in certain moments at certain performances, and like that shit just was like insane. Like we literally, I think we only had like 1 day of rehearsal, 2 maybe, but 1, and like it was just me, the drummer MJL, and the person on the keys, and then like my team for real. That shit was crazy, bro.
That shit was beautiful.
I'll tell you what it looked like from our perspective.
Yeah,
right?
what did it look like?
We had a big ass section all the way in the back.
He was buying the bottles.
Niggas was drunk
It
in
was
there.
CWTFB radio. It was Feed the Family. It was Papa Dawn, and an arrangement of a lot of different
And
creators.
then across our section
right?
was Oompa.
Oompa.
section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oompa, Cake Swag, Dutch Rebel.
Yeah.
Like that back section, like all the way, like that shit felt incredible.
Damn, why was
Right?
we in the back though?
Because it's like that.
I
You know what I'm
get it,
saying?
I get
That's
it.
what the biggest sections was. Come on, guys, don't do that. All right, so
Why?
that's what the biggest sections is at. I don't know why.
So far.
I didn't make the fucking. You know what I'm saying? But
You know what I
either
mean?
way, everything that we disagreed with, all of that didn't matter when we seen you on stage
Yeah.
doing your thing
I can't, yo,
I
to be
appreciate
real,
that.
on some real
For
shit.
real.
seeing you with a live band, because I haven't seen you ever since. That was my first time and last time I seen you.
Really? That was your first
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, that was my first time
Damn,
seeing
that's
you live.
crazy.
So now I feel like without a live band, I'm going to feel robbed. Because you
bullshit.
with a live band,
It's insane.
it's
That's why I'm trying to like branch out the festival route for real. I feel like I'm not saying my work in the city is done, but like I want to I'm really trying to expand for real. Like
Right.
you know how niggas be in the city and they stay in the city. You feel me? I'm trying to stay in the city, expand, but I'm not trying to leave and go. You feel me?
Right.
I'm trying to expand my export. I'm gonna export my influence so I
bring it
can
back.
bring it back. You feel
Oh,
me?
shit. What
Like,
else you
Because think
traveling
about it,
with?
like I can't be the only one. Like we have like the Millies, the Bias, the Stizzes. You feel me? The Coil Rays, the Jonah Lucases, whatever. But it's like, how often do you see those people bring back? You feel me? Opportunities in the city and put on to really make Boston like known as a city that, you know, cultivates culture and music, unlike like New York or an Atlanta or LA.
That's why I love that record that you and Clark D dropped today.
Oh, it's a sticker.
Yeah.
Robbed.
I love that Clark D even said that. Like, yeah, I'm in Atlanta, but you know I'm repping Boston.
And the thing is, that was his second, and that's crazy. I fuck with that. You like fuck with that because that wasn't even the original like take of the song. And I know we were going. I was like, because we were creating the video and I creative directed that whole shit.
Yeah,
it's coming out this weekend. But like I'm like, damn, I feel like the iteration of it goes with it. He's like, nah, I just feel like this hits better, and I fuck with it. So he is in the A. He's repping Boston.
We were talking about that earlier too.
Yeah.
And I said because I do a podcast in New York. And it's dope that they call me to be part of it. And somebody tried to call me a sellout. I'm like, I'm not trying to be a sellout, but I'm working with whoever wants to work with me.
For sure.
If I'm in New York and I meet people in New York and I network in New York, that's me bringing them back here. I was like, we need to do a show out here.
Yeah.
So it's not about selling out. It's expanding. I don't want to stay stuck here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I work with people here, of course, because this is, but also be able to be known somewhere.
I don't even think it's selling out if you leave. If you leave, good for you. You know what they say? You know it's the best way to save money in Boston? To leave, nigga.
But then it's like, and how are we bringing opportunities to like not have that for like the niggas that are coming up? You feel me?
I get
How
that.
are they supposed to make money if we're not cultivating an ecosystem where, you know, they have sustainable income coming from whether it's doing music or doing a podcast or fashion or anything like that? It is tough.
You gotta leave to build that fan base.
Do you is the real
I
question.
don't think you have to leave.
I guess nowadays you don't, right?
Nah.
So everything is like
I think
on
you
the
have to
internet.
leave. I think you have to leave to gain influence and gain relationships, right?
It's
Yeah.
about
Build
networking.
relationships and get that outside influence, because when you see how things are done elsewhere, that's done it on a major
So what
level.
they gonna say? Oh, Key only performs in Boston. Was she a zoo animal? Like, yeah, I mean, like,
But I really don't want to get that feeling. Like, I don't want to get that feeling where like niggas is like, oh, Keys performing again. Like, we know, you feel me? I don't know if niggas feel that way. I'm not saying they
Nah,
do.
I don't think
But
so
like,
at
think
all.
about like,
I think niggas get excited when they hear Keys perform.
but you feel me? Respectfully, I'm different. So if we talking about a regular artist, you feel me? They good, but it's like they doing shows.
you got a
They're
dope show
like-
coming up.
Which one? The Duke Deuce shit?
Yeah.
Yo, and I'm like, I feel like
That's gonna be crazy.
That's
Bro.
gonna be dope.
When is that?
That's the
fourth?
fourth.
The
Yeah,
fourth.
I seen that shit.
At
yeah,
Middle
at the
East.
Middle East. I want to pull up.
You
Cat's
should
got
pull
something
up.
going on the fourth too. You're hosting a whole
Oh
event.
yeah,
on the fourth.
Shout out to Mango. Shout out to C.
This nigga's
Yeah, I'll
hosting
be
an
at
event.
Mango's on the 4th. Yeah.
This nigga funny as
Yeah,
shit.
my fault. Yeah, Dead
But I
Dogs. I'll be
feel like-
hosting
You can
Mango's.
still pull up and then get to
With the
mingle.
Duke Deuce shit, that just made sense. Like, I haven't like people who kind of go the route where they're performing in clubs and shit like that. They get to open up for a lot of large artists and shit like that. The largest artist I've opened up for was in the beginning of last year. And January I opened up for Asian Doll in Lawrence.
Okay.
And that was
Definitely
cool.
had your gun with you. Yeah, I know that.
That dog.
I know
That
that.
was cool. But Duke Deuce, like,
That's
as
just
like
turned
even
up.
as a, like I fuck with him like way before, like even as a dancer, like with his shit, like
That
Them
nigga's
shits is
I feel like that
That nigga-
energy's
He's
gonna be
incredible.
crazy.
I love that
know.
guy.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, like even like his little
Get
skits that he
Yeah,
was
his
doing
skits
on the
when
fucking
he
treadmill
done
and
the
shit.
gym
Like,
working
funny.
out.
that nigga crazy.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
I like
And
the bill on that. I like that Brandy
Yeah.
Blaze, Shay
Brandy
Bands.
Blaze,
yeah.
Shay Bands.
Yeah, that's just dope. That's a
Yeah.
good show. I like that.
Why try?
Oh yeah, why try?
Yeah, Why Try gonna be there. Yeah, shout out Why Try.
Somebody else is on the bill. I wasn't familiar with them, so I like even doing shows and shit. Like even going to the testing lab. Like I really appreciate that I get to experience new sounds, new artists, because I feel like right now, like in general, like Boston doesn't have an established sound, and I feel like that gives a good benefit like for us, because like you feel me, we have like the A having a sound or like that era now, like you feel me, like I feel like it will be beneficial for the longevity of, you know, what is to come like in music, and not only in the city but the state in general, because there's so many different like things, and it's just like oh shit. Like I was saying, I can't be the only one to blow. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
but it's tough. Like, you don't think the further we get away from the older, like the age of hip hop, if Boston doesn't get a sound, like if there's not a sound that resonates with Boston,
and I'm gonna tell you why, because we live in an era where it don't matter what the fuck you're saying or what the fuck you sound like, as long as you can do this, niggas is fucking with you. You feel me? Like even with like right now, like we see a lot of like conversions with sounds, like you said, you hear the raid shit with hip hop, or like you see the Jersey shit with the drill shit right now. You feel me? With the fucking and shit like that. Like right now, and I have a love and hate relationship with this concept, but right now, it don't matter if you good or not, as long as you can make something trendy and you can make something that people can move to. Make me vomit. You feel me? Like it don't matter. Like
that's how it go. But it's been like that for a while. I don't think like it's like a new thing. I feel like it's been like that for a while.
I just don't want to talk to those niggas.
But I feel like at some point it was like me, like there was a point where you couldn't just blow. Like you really had to have talent to like really be in the industry right now.
Like get handed mixtapes.
You feel me? Like
when's the last time a young nigga done handed out his shit?
The internet. The internet changed all of that.
It did for sure, and TikTok after COVID. Like I feel
well
like
before TikTok.
Well, I know,
that's
but
the
like,
YouTube era.
That's the Chinese. Y'all niggas is falling victim.
The YouTube era.
You know what I'm saying
Soldier Boy is the byproduct of that.
Yeah.
Right. And you know the fact that he's been able to kind of stay relevant. Over
I love
the
that Atlanta episode where they were killing everybody who did the Soldier Boy dance. That shit was right.
But I think those days, searching for a moment is over. You know what I mean? I feel like
moments can happen like now.
Like that.
So
boom.
things can go viral.
Then it could die because another moment can happen.
Because everybody's just living in their moment, right?
And they're recording shit like police.
And I kind of think that's where you at right now. Like you're literally living in your moment. And I don't want you to lose sight of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to pressures of life is the pressures of life.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Like on Dead Dogs, like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's real growing pains. And I love the fact that you're gonna name your next project that, because that's life.
Keep smoking weed, don't you?
And you just gotta
don't change your dealer.
I got you. No bullshit. I got y'all like some weed.
Yeah, he like weed.
All right, I'm gonna be in touch with you in a little
I'd be
bit.
sleep over here, nigga, if I was smoking weed. Not dead ass. Just
I'm looking for weed to put me to sleep.
Nodding off and all of that.
Looking
But
for the ultimate test.
It should name a pack of melatonin.
Need that indica.
But back to what I was saying is like, don't lose sight of that. Is that this is your moment. This is a part of your moment, right?
Sure.
And while everybody you might feel like people are expecting things of you, you know what I mean? You're gonna move on your own time, and music is timeless. We're still talking about baby steps. You see what I'm saying?
And the thing is, like, baby steps to me is just like, now it's like,
don't disrespect baby steps.
I still fucking love
don't say nothing bad about baby steps.
It's not I have nothing bad to say. It's just like, that's not who I am anymore.
It
that was
matter.
my favorite project by you.
Thank you.
That's what
You know what I'm saying?
And it was I'm not saying, like, I wouldn't say the most authentic, but like at that, like, that's the one and only project I got to create without anybody knowing who I was.
Influence,
with no
influence.
It was just
you was like introducing yourself on them records, so
but
it's
not
like,
really. Like she was just making music.
But she was. I know, but I'm just saying, like, she was having fun, nigga. Like she was really enjoying herself. Now she feels like she's delivering something for niggas.
Cause like no bullshit. I'm a product now. You feel me? Like I am a product. Like
yeah, but always, like we said earlier, always have fun with it. Don't make it a job, because once it's a job, it's like
niggas gonna know.
I know that. I'm not trying to make it a job, but at the same time,
but
like this, like
yeah,
nigga, this is how I'm making money.
You enjoy doing and you love doing it. You're not gonna get bored
money
out of. Yeah.
If I don't got a feet, or if I'm not getting a show,
niggas is
and
robbing niggas.
Numbers ain't looking good, nigga. I need to do something different.
Hey,
you feel me?
Hey. Hello.
I don't know, but no, for sure. Like, I definitely don't want to lose sight in the fun, and I feel like that's what my music is. It's just like, just expressing my inner child, expressing myself. I don't give a fuck if niggas fuck with my shit or not, because I like at the end of the day, I make music for my now growing audience, but I really make it for myself.
As you fucking should.
Yeah.
Huh?
Bravo, man.
I don't roll blunts for niggas.
Yeah.
Charlie making music.
Do you have a desire to?
No.
You asking him to rap?
No.
Move
No,
on.
I think. No,
I was
that's
just
a fair question.
curious.
That's a fair question. Like
Yeah.
from an ex musician, I guess,
Artist,
right? Whatever,
yeah.
artist, whatever, right? My man's asked me to do a record. He gave me the concept.
Not me.
It was a few weeks ago. He's a producer, Mighty Mouse.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to
asked
Mighty
me-
Mouse.
Yeah, shout out my man Mighty Mouse. Hello, bro. He asked me to do a record. And he gave me the concept, and the concept aligned with my life. And I said, "Yeah, I could do that. That's easy." He's like, "All I need is 12 bars."
Oh shit.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Wasn't even a full verse. You know what I'm saying? So that was easy. You know what I mean? So can I do music? I think anybody who's had the capacity to
Would
do
you?
it. Would I now? No. Absolutely not. I have zero desire to be an artist. Like
He got to edit these episodes.
Right.
By himself.
Y'all do the editing.
This
I
nigga,
You.
don't look at
edit
me.
Everything.
So you just be like.
I be here drinking his shit. I smoke my own shit though.
Smoke a little,
I smoke
sip
my
a
own
little.
shit, but I drink his shit.
You know what I mean?
Alright.
Thank you, Chiz.
I don't have any desire to be an artist. I just, because for one, I do believe that rap is a young man's sport, and I say it all the time.
So you feel like somebody like 38 or like 32
That's
can't
crazy.
come into.
You said
can't-
38. 38 for
32.
one.
All right, 32.
That
You,
nigga.
you feel like a 32-year-old.
I'll be
can't-
34 in September, right?
You feel like a 32-year-old can't come in and like.
Just as a new
Like
artist,
as a
first
new
time?
artist.
Nah,
Not first
nah.
time, but been making music, but now taking it seriously.
bro, nah, like go do something else.
I don't know. He got
The
kids?
chick-
Son got
on
kids?
Dead Dogs.
No
like, on
kids.
Dead Dogs.
No kids?
No,
No kids.
like on Dead
There's something
Dogs.
wrong with son,
at
bro.
32, if nobody really knows you as an artist, like not even like the city that you live in knows you as an artist, give it up.
I'm trying to think of somebody who came out recently. Who,
2 Chainz is the only one,
Yeah.
damn.
But they knew him from selling,
but he was Titty Boy before.
Yeah.
Player Circle,
Yeah.
right? Duffel Bag Boy. We all know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
That's
Who
crazy
else?
how
Who
I
else?
know a dealer who
trying to
don't
think.
deal to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then he came out rapping. I was like, that's crazy. That's they weed
really
dealer.
like-
Yeah, Lil Wayne. I was like, yo, look at that. That's so
I don't
crazy.
know.
Yeah. Now go and get that
How
money,
good-
little duffel bag boy.
Yeah,
that
there was
shit
no
hard, right?
stopping him from that.
That was it.
There was no stopping him.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas don't come out like that. It's a young nigga sport.
Right. So it's a young man's sport. You got to be in
You
it.
gotta need-
and
you
if
need both knees,
And if you
pause.
are going to take a break from it, you would have had to been working in some sort of some form, right? You can't just be away from it. And all of a sudden, I'm 35 now. Album coming out.
Yeah, I'm rapping. Nigga, I hope
What are we doing?
we
I
got
don't know,
a
this
four
is-
You
on
don't,
one.
you don't
There's
got
still-
you don't got like real big boy bills
There's
and like
still,
kids.
I'm pretty
and-
sure there's still niggas
I'm sure.
that.
You know what I tell them
They be-
niggas?
they be-
Stop.
Yo, Key, you gotta
Stop.
tell some of your friends who try to rap, no. You gotta be honest.
The thing is, most of my friends either already rap. Like I don't have anybody that is
Like,
like,
started to try to rap after
yeah,
you started.
nah.
You see, but you still
I-
young.
I
So if your
don't.
man started rapping right now,
Randomly, a nigga
that's
who,
okay.
like,
You're 23.
all day he's just been fucking driving you, driving you here and there. Now, 7 years later, he's like, yo, Key, I got some shit.
At 30.
I'd be like,
Stop.
I'll listen to it. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
But let's try to think of other ways that you could be a songwriter. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, do shit for sing.
Or go be a
feel me?
plumber.
So you
Like
finna,
I feel
you
like
know,
I feel like
N-Star is hiring.
I feel like you can be a 32-year-old in the music industry, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna be the main facing artist because not your appeal isn't gonna.
your veins
you
are
feel me?
showing, nigga.
Maybe like I'm not saying nobody that age can, but like I feel like a whole bunch of people have this like thing that they have to be the front facing artist. Like you know how many people like it takes to have that one artist blow down to management, down to fucking production.
Or go learn
You
how to
feel
build
me?
a deck or something.
Like or like
Maybe a carpenter.
you
Nah,
feel
but
me?
there's
Jesus
other.
was a
I get
carpenter.
that.
There's
There's
other
other
things,
avenues.
you know?
There's
Yeah,
other
there's a
in
lot of
avenues.
music
things
I like
to do.
that. I like
Yeah.
that. I like
You say it
that.
could be. You know how many artists has writers?
Yeah, that's
And you
true.
never
That's
even
true.
know
That's
who
true.
Yeah.
else.
Like Neo could have
You
stayed
have
a
writers?
writer.
No,
Like,
I
you know what I
don't.
mean?
No
You've
bullshit.
never had any writers.
I swear,
Ever. Not
I
once.
swear to God, not
Why?
once.
Why
Okay.
you? Why?
I'm me. As of right now, I'm really opposed to it. There's people who've come to me like, yo, like I have this demo that I feel like, or like I have this track, and like respectfully, like I don't know if it's a pride thing, but like, or just me also being a woman in music. Like, I just don't want, because we already are looked at as like less than in a way, like, you feel me, if we're like not sexualizing ourselves, or you know, it's corny rap. Like, I take pride in writing my own shit, you feel me, even if it takes me longer. Like, I really don't give a fuck. I'm not having nobody write my shit.
That's real. Have you ever written for anybody?
And I haven't written for anybody, because like, I feel like I'm not even at a point where I can do that, like, because I still want to write for myself.
Yeah, she's like,
you feel me? Like, I still
she
want
like,
to.
hold up. Nah, I ain't give it to this
I'm trying to expand my pen.
I'm gonna keep all this shit to myself.
I'm trying to expand my pen right now. So I feel like if I get to a point, like, I got Lucy's and shit, cool. But like, I feel like right now I'm just in a period of like cultivating like me as an artist, building me, my brand. I like am really like I don't like shit handed to me. I don't like shit given to me. Like, even with the shit that I've earned with this shit, like, I still don't go in with the expectation like, oh, just because I did this, people are gonna fuck with me, or I'm gonna get this, or this is gonna go my way. Like, I really like, I want to earn this shit. Don't just say that you're gonna give me this opportunity because of this. Like, I want to like, if you don't fuck with my shit, don't do certain shit. Like, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I can't write for nobody right now.
How about what you got?
What you got?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
I think I've asked you enough. Like I said, I like you. You're different. And when I heard her music, I was like, ooh, like I said, you're different. And every song that she put, like, I've listened
Thank
to,
you.
it's like I said, I'm like, I like this. And the fact that you don't have to sexualize yourself in order to is amazing for me. Like, plus I'm a mother of 2 daughters, so I'm like, I try to give them, try to
like, I want to be like. Also, I feel like it's important for me because a lot of the work that I'm trying to do outside of music is community building and growth, especially with like the youth. Most of my jobs growing up, like, if it wasn't just like some regular shit, like, we're at community centers. If you're familiar with some of them, I worked at the Tobin, I worked at the Shelburne, I went to the Boys and Girls Club. So with doing what I'm doing it in hopes that, like, you feel me, I'm doing shit with the city right now, or I'm a part of stuff with the city that I'll be able to gain leverage or like create this sustainable for me, so I can start building an infrastructure for little niggas and kids that were in my position. Because like, I had good parents, you feel me, but my parents didn't push me to like explore my art. They just, like, you feel me, go to school,
get good grades.
Grades, you feel me? So like, and there wasn't a lot of programs that I could insert myself in that would allow me to flourish in my arts. And also the programs that they did have in schools, niggas was taking funding from them. Like, we're in fucking riots and walkouts in schools for that shit. So that shit's important to me. So like, with my image, with my brand, I just want to express authenticity, self-expression, standing in who you are and really like owning that shit. Not giving a fuck about what niggas think about what you're doing, and understand that with sacrifice and with consistency and determination, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Don't let anybody like steer you away from that.
Funny, I was gonna ask her, what's your message to the youth and stuff,
regardless of what age you are, you feel me? I don't give a fuck if you 99 walking in your motherfucking drawers, taking out your fucking dentures. If you want to fucking paint or do some shit, like, don't ever, like, once you stop believing, whether it's in God, yourself, or a dream, like, that's when life is gonna go downhill for you, for real.
It's crazy because my 16-year-old went through a moment that it was like dark, and like, I'm not a therapist. Like, I don't believe in therapists. I did that when I was younger. So I believe in expressing yourself and looking for something. Like me, my coping mechanism is making people laugh, me talking my shit, me expressing the shit that I've been through. So I told her, like, find a niche. She loves music. She's an old soul. She loves to paint. Find something that you enjoy doing and expressing yourself. And ever since that one day, all the paintings came out. The windows are open. The brightness is in the room, and I was like, finally, And she said, but she tried to say something about like, oh, but my child trauma. I'm like, sis, I'm broke the child trauma. You didn't have child trauma. I had child trauma. I stopped that from you guys.
Like, and this is
but
listen,
no, but
bro,
that's the thing. It's like the way she was, like I would understand if she went through, like I get it. There's kids that go through worse situations. I'm like, you guys gotta understand that the trauma that you guys, I stopped it once we, you don't want to live in a household that parents are fighting every day.
Right. But understand that just because it may not be the trauma that you experience.
Yeah, you're right.
That they're not experiencing certain trauma.
So, and that's why I say, like, we have an open line of communication. I'm like, you always, and I get it. Some kids are afraid to talk, but me with my daughters, I'm very open. I am very like, they know my stuff. I know theirs, So they've never had to be like,
not too much.
No, not too much, not too much.
Hey.
I'm very, again, transparent because, again, I'm in social media. I'm out there. Right. So I never want my daughters to be like, oh, mommy did this. And how did we have to find out? My kids know I tell them everything.
That's good.
Everything,
transparency is important.
Because at the end of the day, I put myself out there and something happens one day. Just like, Ma, look at this. They already knew that, Right. But at the same time, I also tell them, always express yourselves and never be afraid of saying how you feel.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because I had to, I grew up in a Spanish household, strict, that as soon as they gave me a little bit of leeway, boom, got pregnant. So my daughter's going to be 20, and every year that she turns a year,
I could go on the swings.
Like,
I could go on the swings. Thank you.
But you know what I mean? So I'm trying to show them that at the end of the day, you guys can still live your life but also make right choices and respect yourself at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. Have fun.
Have fun with it, yeah.
You feel me? Fuck shit up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Anything you wanted to talk about, Key?
I honestly,
you wanted to bring up here and just get off your chest, man.
Nah, not really. I feel like with the stuff that I experience, I'm pretty open about it. Like, whether it's through my captions on Instagram or like when I get to like express myself on podcasts, like I feel like there's not like niggas don't know everything about me, but like I feel like me sharing my experiences, somebody can take something from this conversation, whether it was through the dialogue of just me or like us speaking, like, and it could, you feel me, change the trajectory of like what somebody may be like living in right now. So like I said, I'm an open book. I was just glad to like really. I feel like we I'm this is my first time meeting you, and I feel like we don't get to come across each other. And I see you like almost every other week at the testing lab. Right. But I feel like we've never had a moment to really like talk for real, and like you get to me get to understand y'all. You get to understand me outside of what you may see on your phone. You feel me? So
I love you on Twitter. You're great on Twitter. Twitter's
hey, I'm a newbie. To Twitter, man. But like, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to just talk to y'all. You feel me? Like, I'm just thankful to be here. I'm thank y'all for
real nigga.
Great talks.
Absolutely, it's been great, man. Go Cash. You want to ask any infamous question?
What's that? Oh shit!
What's that?
Oh yeah,
wow.
She know what CWTFB stand for, right? You said what you say? Change what the future brings. It's choose what the future brings.
How you gonna tell her and ask her in the same breath?
Well, I hate when people stumble upon it. I don't like when people stumble upon it. Like I hate like there was one nigga that said, "Damn, that's a tough ass question," and that ever since that day, I never asked that question again. So
anyway,
CWTFB,
choose what the future brings.
Yeah, when you hear that, what that mean to you?
Choose what the future brings. I feel what that means to me is like, I feel like in general, like we all go through our different shit in life. Not everybody's given the same like deck of cards. And I feel like sometimes with the things that we experience, that people feel like they only can live their life based off of the circumstances that they were given, you feel me? And they feel like they don't have any control of where their life will go. I have people in my life like that, like my mother, you feel me? But you like, there's things that you can't change and there's things that you can, you feel me? With the things that you do have the power and control over, you literally can change what the scope of your life looks like. It could be the change of your mentality, your mindset, a routine, you feel me? A way of life, like your diet, your health. Like you literally have control over yourself, your being. You can create the future that you want to see. And like I said, it's not an easy process. It's not something that you're just gonna wake up and it's just gonna happen. But like through consistent like efforts and like really thinking about your actions, you feel me? Like you can determine what your life is gonna look like. And I feel like I'm a true testament of like that. You feel me? Like I didn't choose to do this, but now that I did make the conscious decision to like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Nigga, I've seen like, and this is not to talk down on anybody, but like I've seen more progression in 2 years than people have been doing this for 5 to 10 years. You feel me? And I know everybody's circumstances is different, and you feel me? Like you can't compare certain things, but like you really got to be all in. And if you half-assing this shit, it's not gonna work out. You feel me? Right. So that's what like choose what the future brings to me. Like you literally can choose what your future brings.
Good answer. That was beautiful. Good answer. That was incredible, nigga. Come on, let's clap it up for that,
nigga. We getting bars.
Yeah.
It's Red Cups and Rap time, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna give y'all a little something, and then you feel me? It's bring them smoke a blunt and bring my ass to sleep.
We're gonna call it a night, man. But this was CWTFB Radio, episode 184. We had Bebop in the building, co-hosted with Shiz and Cash, man. Niggas know you need some cash, man.
Every time, pray for the parlay.
Across from us, we had the graceful, the beautiful, the multi-talented Key in the building. Thank you, absolutely, for real.
For real, thank y'all. I appreciate
man. And you know we love y'all, man. Till next week, we out of here. Let's get it, baby.